The psychological power of silence. Beyond its tactical advantages, Machiavellian silence exerts powerful psychological effects that speech cannot achieve. Understanding these effects explains why silence often succeeds where persuasion fails. Human minds instinctively fill informational voids, often in ways that reflect their own preoccupations rather than reality. When you remain silent at key moments, others project their fears, hopes, or assumptions onto that silence, revealing their position while you maintain yours. The same dynamic operates in negotiations, where the side that tolerates silence typically secures better terms than the side that nervously fills pauses with concessions. Second, silence establishes dominance in communication dynamics. The person who speaks first, most frequently or at greatest length, subtly positions themselves as seeking approval or validation from listeners. The person who speaks less, more selectively, or only after others have committed to positions implicitly claims the judge's role, rather than the supplicant's. Machiavelli would recognize this as an expression of his principle that it is better to be feared than loved. The silent party is not necessarily loved, but their restraint often commands a respect that volubility cannot. Third, silence creates mystique that amplifies perceived power. As Machiavelli observed, men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, because it belongs to everybody to see, to few to feel. What cannot be fully seen or understood often appears more formidable than what is completely exposed. The person who reveals everything, their thinking, motives, insecurities, plans, becomes ordinary. The person who reveals selectively retains an element of mystery that magnifies their perceived capabilities. Consider how this operates in leadership contexts. The leader who explains every aspect of their thinking demystifies their role and invites others to see themselves as equally capable. The leader who shares conclusions while keeping deliberative processes private maintains a mystique that reinforces authority. This isn't about deception, but about understanding that leadership partially depends on others' perception of capability that exceeds their own.